Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Sun and Sapphire, where the ethereal meets the material. Today we're doing a pick a card reading. We're going to be pulling from the Stacey DeMarco, the Halloween Oracle deck, and we are going to be picking out of Ella Dugan's Witch's Tarot deck. So what I did is I pulled out, well, if you want to fast forward just to your reading, it's timestamped below. But let me set you up here real quick. With the tarot deck, I just pulled out the Major Arcana cards, so they're going to be paired with an Oracle card for Halloween. I want to make it a little bit spooky. I do apologize for the glare, but that, you know, that's the sun, and I love the sun. I'll still make sure y'all will be able to see the beautiful artwork on all these cards. And so let's get started. Pile 1 is going to be green calcite. It actually might be adventuring, but I think it's green calcite. If you know, let me know. Then we have amethyst, beautiful. We have pyrite, also known as fool's gold. I really like it. It's really good for manifesting and money and all sorts of things like that. And then we have the rose quartz, which is always a fave. So take a deep breath and intuitively pick the pile you are drawn to. It might be your message for today. If you're interested in 2 piles, you can listen to both of those. And, you know, the messages might not resonate at all. Maybe you're not drawn to any of the piles. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. Like I said, timestamps are below. Okay, green calcite. What have we here? All right, so we have death. Ooh, eternal cycle begins here. And the Emperor. Wow. Okay, so what I get from these cards intuitively, I read intuitively, by the way. People always get freaked out when they see death in a spread. Really, death is just, like it says, it's the beginning of a cycle, or the end of a cycle, should I say. But every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Who's saying that in the 90s? But anyway. But yeah, it looks like you're starting something decisively. It looks like you're kind of having a life review. And right now, with the planets going as they're going right now, the new moon coming up Friday, if anyone's watching this back from a while ago, we're in 2020 October, so you can just know how that's, you know, going. A lot of things are happening, but it looks like you're really putting something to rest, like once and for all, and you are looking out on a new future with like hope and contemplation. And it really looks like you're in this cycle right now of just letting something go. I don't know what that might be. Is it a pattern? Is it a thought pattern? Is it physical items? Is it a person, a place, or a thing? I don't know. But it really looks like you're putting it to bed once and for all, because you're seeing a brighter future, and you know that you have something way more important on the horizon and something that suits your soul better. So yeah, this is a really exciting time. And in fact, this new moon coming up on Friday, I believe it's the 16th. But anyway, the new moon coming up in October is actually, usually new moons are great for like manifesting new things, but actually this one, with the planets the way they are, they're asking you to do like a life review. They're asking you, you know, what do I need to let go of? What do I want to move towards? What really moves my soul? What can I do without? And a lot of times when we're creating a new future, I mean, all the time when we're creating a new future, we have to let go of some things. And it doesn't have to be a sad or bad thing. It is what it is. You know, we got to let go of some things to move forward. But I think this is feels like a very powerful energy of letting go of something from the past and really moving forward, but in a contemplated, pragmatic, thought about way. So that's really exciting. Okay, pile number 2. Ooh, the veil and the chariot. I like this. So the veil, it says the future. So to me, this really speaks to the thinning of the veils. So right now in October, it's believed that like Halloween is when the veil gets the thinnest, but all through October, the veil is thinning. And when I say veil, I mean the veil between worlds, the veil between our material world and the spirit world. So as we move closer to Halloween, the veil gets thinner and thinner. So I think this is looking at the future, and I think this is a really good time to get in touch with, well, I'll put it this way. If you're having dreams, if you're having feelings, if you're having insights, you might be pretty sensitive, and I think that might be something you need to look into. This almost looks like an empath or highly sensitive person card, or, you know, someone who's pretty spiritual and pretty in tune. So I think this is a little bit, to me, what I'm intuitively picking up is that don't overlook some of those nudges that you're getting. Maybe dig a little deeper. You know, it doesn't have to be, well, you have the Chariot. Maybe it is an aggressive move forward. I think this is also exploring not just the spirit world, but it's also like the light and dark in us all. So you have a black horse and a white horse, and that really speaks to me about like the duality of us as people and as humans. It really speaks to me about maybe going in, and this looks like a spiritual journey to me. Maybe you're really embarking on a spiritual journey. Maybe something's happened in your life recently where you have been opened up to the spirit world. I didn't know it was going to get this deep, but this is kind of what it looks like to me. And of course, always, you know, use caution, use protection and stuff. But I think be curious about things that are happening around you and within you. I think this is about, I'm not a lawyer or doctor or anything like that, but I think this is about exploring some of those things that have been coming up for you. Maybe it's a new activity. Maybe you want to read a book. Maybe it's a psychology standpoint or something you want to investigate a little bit deeper. But this also might be about the spirit world. Maybe you are getting more in touch with your guides or angels or whomever you relate to. I will always say, I mean, for me, I just stay on the light personally, stay on the light side of stuff. Make sure you're clearing your energy and do some research on that. That's something to look into. But I mean, this might be an elevation in your spiritual journey. So that's kind of what I'm getting from that. I didn't know it was going to go that deep. And like I said, I'm not, you know, I don't know what I can say legally, but what I'm saying is what I'm getting from these cards is that maybe it's time to explore the duality of your nature a little bit deeper in your subconscious, but also maybe some sort of spiritual element. So that's really cool. So pay attention, look around, and wow. All right. Moving on to pile number 3. Okay. So this is pyrite. I love pyrite. What do we got? Midnight, the most magical hour of all. I feel like you've been dreaming a lot is what this looks like to me. And I like all the gold. So pyrite kind of looks like gold and gilded and stuff. So I really like that. And then we have the Magician. Whoa! Okay. This speaks to me about alchemy. I love this. The Magician is the ultimate alchemist. Like, you know, turn lead into gold. Oh, wow. That theme of gold again. Okay, cool. Wow. All right, look at their arm positions. They have the same arm position. So think about time, space, reality. Think about chemistry. Think about all those like sciences, because clockwork is like a science too, and it's, you know, got numbers involved, and it's almost feels like something important about numbers and symbols. And, you know, the clock and the watch is always like symbolic to me. And maybe you're getting some downloads around midnight. I don't know if you've been sleeping well. Actually, it's funny. I have a book about alchemy that I was reading, and I was reading it about at midnight last night. So that's really, really cool. So gold might be important for you right now. Creating monetary wealth in your life right now might be important. And I think this is a card of manifestation. Like I think you're moving energy here. That's fun. I like that. I love that. So that's kind of all, I mean, not all I'm getting, but I mean, that's really cool. I think you're creating, you're moving energy. And yeah, I think just take the steps that are required. And yeah, I think that's really cool. All right. So we'll move on to rose gold, our last and final pile. What we got? Vampire, emotional intelligence. Okay. And then we have the wheel of the year. Okay, so in the Rider-Waite deck, this would be the Wheel of Fortune, or just the wheel. So, whoa, okay, this is cool. I love this like dual symbolism everywhere. I mean, it even surprises me still. So we have the pretty, you know, pink down here, but look at the circles. Like, hello. Okay, look at the chalices. Well, in her case, it's martini glass. That is, okay, sorry, I'm still blown away. Okay, so what does this say to me? I don't know. I feel like so the wheel usually indicates being lucky. And look, she has a very knowing look on her face right now. And rose quartz is all about love. And I think right now, pay attention to people in your life and, you know, the give and take dynamic. I don't know why that came through, but I mean, maybe emotional intelligence, but that's kind of what I'm feeling. But also, I think notice patterns in your life, and the wheel is always moving forward. The wheel is forward movement. And I think if you look at this vampire lady, she knows what's up, she knows what's going to happen. And it looks like, she's like, I don't know, I just like the knowing look on her face. Granted, that's blood in her cup, but this is a spooky read anyway. But yeah, I think you're really moving forward on something in a knowing way. And I think definitely use your emotional intelligence to navigate. Maybe you need to speak a little softer to someone, or, not in a manipulative way, but there are ways to get what you want when we use a little bit of tact and a little bit of intelligence. But I think you're definitely moving forward with something at a fast pace, because the wheel can move pretty fast. It shows us like the cyclical through the seasons. And then, of course, the moon is cyclical. So, maybe you are really moving into a new phase of your life is how I really feel. And just a reminder, use that emotional intelligence to, take care of the things you need to take care of and get what you need to get done. And this is not about stepping on toes or manipulating people, but you do attract more bees with honey? Something like that. But you get what I'm saying. So this is cool. I feel like you're in like a very like strong position right now, and I think you're moving forward, and I think just keep that in mind. Be mindful of who is around you, but I think not in a scary way, but I think this is really exciting. I think you're definitely moving into a new phase of your life completely, and keep using that emotional intelligence to get what you want. So all right, y'all, have a really great day. This was fun, and I will see you next time.